What's up, everybody? It's Miss Panda, and I want to do a reaction video to my Jazzy life going out on a date. This isn't going to be a long video because I'm busy with the task of getting my baby girl prepared for her end of the school year activities. So your girl is a busy little bee, no pun intended. So anyway, let's get back on the subject of Jasmine. Yes, Jasmine went out on a date with a random guy. More than likely, she probably met him at the gym or off of a dating app. Y'all know she don't go nowhere besides the gym, the grocery store, and Five Below. But hit the like button for me and share and subscribe because doing those things help to push my videos through the YouTube algorithm. And don't forget to leave a comment if you wish to do so. All right, let's get started on today's video. Now, according to Jasmine, she has never been taken out on a date before being in a relationship. So, let me get this straight. She hasn't been in that many serious relationships. She was with Philip and then she was with Chris. Now, we all know Philip got locked up and broke up with her while he was in jail, mind you, right? So, she, what I call, monkey barred herself into a relationship with Chris to get over her breakup with Philip. And we all know how that went. It seems like he ran game on her over and over the phone and then moved right in with her. To be honest, I see a pattern with Chris. He did the same thing to Jasmine that he did to the last woman he was with before her. Because we all know that Chris was in a relationship when he met Jasmine. And the relationship, I guess, was coming to the tail end. I guess he was getting tired of whoever it was that he was with. So that's when he attached himself to Jasmine because she was vulnerable, because her baby daddy was in jail. You know, she was sad and miserable, oppressed, and downtrodden. And Chris is a leech, and they can smell. Leeches and parasites can sense vulnerability in people. And she wears her vulnerability and her depression on her sleeve. Okay? That's why it was so easy for him to attach himself to her. And he was like a wolf in sheep's clothing. But to her, he was a knight in shining armor because he knew all the right things to say. But we all saw through it. She just didn't. Right? Now, the pattern is he will get into a new relationship while still in the old relationship. That's how he plans his exit strategy, the same way that he did with Jasmine, you know? So he uses these women as almost like as a chess piece, as a place to stay so he can leave his own old relationships and so he won't be homeless or whatever. So he's like a hobo, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, let's get back to Jasmine. Now, not being funny, but Jasmine, she needs a good skincare routine. Look at her skin. She got like all kinds of bumps. Where does that come from? That's what I want to know. She got bumps like on her chest. She be having it like on her back. She got a big bump like right here on her neck, on her chin, like big craters like all over her face. And she's not like an ugly woman. I wouldn't say that Jasmine is like ugly because she's not ugly at all to me. But she just needs to take like better care of her skin. She's already in the process of like trying to work on her body as like far as like going to the gym and different things like that. And that's commendable, but she got to get a better skincare routine or maybe go see a dermatologist to find out what's going on inside her body. Cause that sounds like it looks like it's something going on inside her body to me, you know, cause those ain't that's not regular acne to me. That's something else. But her skin be looking crazy, yo. And I'm not really feeling the nose ring. Not this one. Maybe like a little stud or something like that. Like a little earring stud, but not the hoop. This doesn't look right on her to me. It's not her style. It's looking really Nika-ish to me. That's something I could see Nika wearing, even though it wouldn't look good on her either. Because Nika ain't got no style neither, child. Neither one of them do. So basically, Jasmine jumped into both of her relationships without requiring neither of her men to date her. Okay, she, in my opinion, she decreased her own value by not requiring them to take her out. She missed out on a lot by not making them date her. She let them take the cheap, easy way out. My thing is, she could have, the guys that she had, like Philip didn't have a lot of money and Chris didn't either, but I'm quite sure they could have afforded to take her. Well, not Chris, maybe Philip. Philip is more of a hustler than Chris is. Chris is just, he's a user, he lazy. But she could have required them to take her to like maybe the movies or like Applebee's and get like a 2 for $20 or he could have took her to like Dave and Buster's, or little things like bowling, like miniature golf, like little things like that that's not that expensive or whatever. She by her not allowing them to take out on dates, she set the bar like really, 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 really low because she doesn't have any standards. It looks to me like she just was happy happy that they were smiling in her face or whatever. That's what it looked like to me. All right, so let's talk about Jasmine getting ready for her date. Now, as we all know, Jasmine lost a significant amount of weight, so none of her clothes really fit. Which that's a good thing because she's been working very hard over the last few months since her breakup with Chris. She's been channeling the hurt by going to the gym just to relieve stress, and she's looking really, really good. Like her body's looking really nice and toned. Um maybe she could get a Sheen or a Fashion Nova sponsorship. That would be so dope, and that would be extra money for her and her kids because she's always complaining about money and not having enough. So if she can continue to go out on different dates to give her a reason to like dress up and do her hair and put her wigs and stuff on, because I think Jasmine actually looks really nice when she knows how to fix herself up to me. Like she even in this vlog, she was saying that she wasn't a makeup artist. She's not, but I think she knows how to do her makeup good enough to make herself look presentable and nice. As far as like her eyebrows, she knows how to lay her wigs really nice. And she knows how to do stuff like that, and it looks really cute on her. But I think she would be a good fit for like Fashion Nova, or like Shein or something like that. And that, like I said, that'd be a good bag or whatever for her. That way she could put Stinkerbug in daycare, okay, and pay off some of her bills. That's just a thought, Jasmine. Okay, start uploading some pictures of some clothes onto your Instagram so they can and at them, girl, so you can get you some money. I'm still tripping off the fact that she never allowed neither one of her baby daddies to take her on a date. Somebody failed this poor child. Why do you think it's okay for a man to take up your time and not take you nowhere, not spend no money on you? It's like she doesn't value herself. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you got to make them spend. People treat you how you treat yourself. If you don't value yourself, you can't expect no man to value you. That's why they treated her the way that they did. Now, Philip, I felt like he cared about her a little bit more, like I said in my previous videos, but he walked all over her and used her too. He did too. I think Chris was worse though. I felt like she went into that relationship still emotional over Philip, and he took notes, and he knew exactly what he could and couldn't get away with her. And she just gave him a blueprint, and that's what he went off of. I feel like somebody failed her. They didn't really put her up on game before they sent her into the world. Just unprepared. Jasmine falls in love too easy for me. Like, you saw how over the moon and how gaga she was over Chris. Like, almost immediately. She was like, and he looked like, you could tell that he really didn't like her like that. But he was just, playing the game and just rolling with it because he needed a place to stay. That's what it seemed like. And I don't think he really meant to stay with her as long as he did. But it's just like she was so, the reason why I felt like Chris stayed with her as long as he did was because she was so giving. She was always trying to buy like his affection and always taking him places. She was like I said, she was the man in the relationship. Instead of allowing him to date her, she was dating him. And she was the provider. And she was the one who was paying for dates. She just gives too much of herself in relationships, and she gets lost in relationships without requiring anything from the men that she be dating. She was just happy that they chose her. She looks and sounds like a pick-me to me. She also went on to say that she didn't think that a man would be interested in dating her because of her 5 kids. That's not always true. Some men will marry a woman with a lot of kids. In some cases, if they really like you, sometimes, they might have kids and it might be a nice little blended family situation, So you can't speak negative over yourself. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep going to the gym and keep working on yourself, because when you look good, you feel good. Every so often, just, go out on a date, and so you can have an excuse to fix yourself up and put on makeup and put on nice clothes and, get a sitter for the kids and just go, go do you. Ain't nobody saying you got to date this one dude. I'll date around. Date around. Make him chase you. Make him work for you. Whatever you did in your last relationship, don't bring that into this new situation. And ain't nobody saying that you got to date him. As far as what I mean by that is, you don't have to go into a relationship with him. You could just keep it how it is. Make him sweat. Make him sweat you. Sometimes when he call you, don't answer the phone. If you do decide to answer the phone, don't answer it on the first ring. I know it sounds like it's game, but that's just what this is. It is a game. Make him long for you. You know what I mean? Always seem like you preoccupied. Always seem like you busy. Every time he talked to you, you always got something going on. Well, I called you earlier, Jazz, and I noticed that you ain't answer the phone. Oh, you know, I was busy. I was out and about doing X, Y, and Z. Wooty, wooty, woo. Even if you wasn't doing nothing, he ain't got to know that. You want him to know that you got a life. You want to seem interesting. You want to make sure that you always keep yourself looking nice. You keep up with your weight. And if you do decide that you want to move forward and get serious with this guy, take your time. Take your time. You are still healing, Jasmine. You are still healing. There's nothing wrong with that. You are human. And you need love and you need affection too. But you want to make sure that it's the right person. And don't just be stuck with this one guy neither. So and don't be afraid to let him know that you dating somebody else. Keep your options open. Cause trust and believe, low key, he probably whoever you dating probably got something on the sneaky on the low on the side too now, honey. Okay? So, but you want to let him know, because you know why I say that? I say that because a lot of times when a man knows that there's somebody else in the picture, somebody else, you got your attention and they ain't got you like that, they have a tendency to work a little harder. Because he is not going to like the idea that somebody else is, when you're not with him, you're with somebody else. When you're not on the phone with him, like say for example, if he calls you, and you don't answer the phone, you might be asleep, or you might be, at the gym working out. But in his mind, because he knows that there's another dude in the picture, he's just going to assume you didn't answer the phone because you was out and about with, or spending time with this dude. And that's not even the case, but you want him to think that. You want him to think that. And you always want a man to love you more than you love him. I hate to say this, and it might make some of the men mad, but it's the truth. A man treats you better when he loves you more. You loved Chris way more, and we all saw that. You loved Chris way more than he loved you. He didn't love you at all, honey. He didn't even love Stinkerbug. Because even if he didn't rock with you like that, when he walked out and left, you could tell that he didn't love you by the way he treated you, by the way he looked at you when y'all was together, and by the way that he planned his exit strategy, and by the way he just up and left his child. Even if he wasn't rocking with you, he still could come and pop in every once in a while just to see his child and spend time with him. That's what made me not like Chris. He's a bum, and he's just a loser to me and a lame. Okay? You always want to have a mysterious nature to you. Okay? Every time you see this dude, you want to look the way that you look tonight. I don't care if you got to go on Shein. Shein, some people call it Shein, some people call it Shein. I call it Shein. That's what I call it. I call it Shein. And I ain't ashamed to tell nobody that I be ordering my stuff off of Shein. And I don't care, because it's my money. I spend it on what I want to spend it on. And if I want to go on Shein and buy me something to wear, I am. And I don't care who don't like it. And if they don't like it, then they can buy me what they want to see me wear. But like I said, go on Shein and get you some nice outfits. Some nice going out outfits and some nice workout outfits. And every single solitary time when you go on Shein, they have reviews. You're going to take pictures of those clothes. You got a camera. You know how to vlog. And you're going to put it up on their site. And you're going to partner with them to get your bag. You can partner with Shein easy. Every time you put an outfit on when you're in the gym, take a picture and send that to them. Send it to them. Every time. And you want to get you some nice going out clothes. They have nice jewelry. They have like 2-piece sets. They have, every time you step outside, you want to look like $1 million. But you don't want to spend $1 million because obviously you got kids. But you want to, they got a sidebar now. Don't get too beside yourself now. Don't forget that you got kids. So when you go on Shein, you don't want to be like Nika. You want to make sure you order the kids some stuff too. Okay? Because they need some things too. But you want to make sure you fix yourself up if you're going to step yourself back out into the dating world. You want to make sure you look good. And smell good too. Okay? Go on Bath and Body Works and get you some perfume and stuff. And another thing I want to address, when you do decide to get into a relationship seriously, even you take your time and you date around. You date around, and like I said, just have fun. Don't go into it like the way you went into. Don't go into it thirsty. Don't go into it desperate. Don't talk about what went on with you and Chris. I wouldn't if I was you, like, I wouldn't right away tell him that I'm a YouTuber, so that way he look at me watching videos. You got to understand, people will see you, and they figure out a way to they will just watch your videos and try to figure you out. You understand what I'm saying? So they can know how to move and maneuver and lie and finesse you. You don't want that. You want to come out on the up, and you want to come out on top, on the winning side this time. Okay, make him work for you. You want to go out. He took you out for coffee. I think that was very nice. But the next time, if you do decide, if there is a next time, and that's your decision, you ain't got to go out with him if you don't want to. And you decide. Sometimes pretend that you're busy. I'm busy. Don't seem too eager. Don't seem too desperate. When do you want? He's gonna ask you, when do you want to go out again? You know what? I'm kind of busy. I'll let you know. You know, because I got a lot going on right now. And then just wait a little bit. Make him sweat a little bit, and then hit him up and just say, you know, is that offer still open? You know, do you still want to go out? Of course, he's gonna say yes. Well, you present to him where you want to go. You tell him where you want to go. You don't let him pick the date. I want to go to so and so and so and so. That's where I want to go, and that's what I want to do. And if he want to hang with you, he gonna have to find the money. I don't care if he got an Uber, Instacart, beg, borrow, and steal to find the money, because he knows that if he want to go out on a date with Jasmine from My Jazzy Life, that he got to come up with the money to take you where he wants you to go. Okay? And if you need something, you make sure you ask him for it. You understand? Because he going to ask you for your knick-knack paddywhack, and he going to want a little snacky snack. Then you shouldn't be afraid to ask him for something that you need too, mama, but not right away. That's later on down the line. Don't you be giving him no money, and don't you let him move in with you. None of that type of stuff. You grown and everything, but we seen how that turned out when you let Chris move in with you. And don't be trying to move fast to try to make Chris jealous, because you know Chris don't care. We all know Chris don't care. Chris don't moved on. He don't care nothing about nobody. And you doing this for you. This is not for Chris. This is for you. Okay? This is for you. And like I said, and don't be bringing him and watch him around your kids, because you got some men that attach themselves to single women, because sometimes they attach themselves to you as the gatekeeper so they can have access to your kids. So it's like a 2-for-1 special. And don't let him hit you with no sob story. You want somebody to come to you that already got their own place. You want to be able to go over to his house and walk around in your bra and panties and your bare feet, and walk around in your lingerie in his house. Okay? If you have to sit up there and go on one of those sites and find you a reputable nanny, do a background check, your own background check on them, because Stinky Bug gonna need you need some space from Stinky Bug. Cause Stinky Bug, he a little hot mess. I like him and everything. I don't want to talk bad about no baby, but he's a little irritated, and I could look at you and tell you be irritated with him a little bit. I know you love him and everything, because he looked just like you, but I could tell you be irritated with him. You and Stinker Bug need a little space. The Davis 4 get space from you, because they get a chance to go around Hannah, they get a chance to go around their daddy, and they take them different places and do stuff like that. Stinker Bug doesn't do that. He's always up underneath. You never get a break from him. When you go to the gym, Stinker Bug is with you, even though he's in the daycare portion of the gym. You know, you still got to get up. You got to get him dressed. You got to take him with you. You never have that alone time. You need that alone time. You need to know what it feels like to be alone without your children. You are in a different phase of your life. You just went through a breakup. You need time to heal. Okay? And you cannot do that if you always in constant mommy mode, or always got a baby up underneath you. He's very demanding, and he's a baby, and that's because he's a baby. I'm not talking bad about him. He's a baby, so of course he's going to be demanding. He don't have anybody else. A lot of times his siblings are there, but then they're with their dad. So the only person he has is you, but you need space. You can't pour from an empty cup. If your cup is empty, you're going to start getting irritated with not only the Davis 4, but you're going to start getting irritated with him too. You need space. And get you some girlfriends. It's okay to have you a little boo thing or whatever the case may be, but get you some, and if you want to go out with you, hey, I'm going out with my girls. Get with Tiara whatever her name is, Tiara NTV. She's going through some things right now too. Y'all need each other right now. Y'all could just, uplift each other. She's going through some situations with her soon to be ex. Y'all could lift each other up over some drinks and just invent to each other. Y'all ain't got to be buddy besties, but it's okay to have you a good group of girlfriends that you can go out and just kiki with sometimes. And brush him off sometimes for your girlfriends. Don't ever stop your friendship, whatever it is. And another thing, whatever it is that you're doing, Jasmine, when you met this man, do not stop. Don't stop vlogging. Don't stop going to the gym. Don't stop doing nothing that you was doing. Don't stop none of your friendships. I don't care if he come to you and tell you that you friends, for example, with Becky Sue. I don't like Becky Sue. That's his problem. You continue your friendship with Becky Sue, but make sure you keep Becky Sue away from your man and keep your man away from Becky Sue, because they ain't got no business being up in each other's face anyway, because that's your man and that's your friend. But if he don't like her, that's his problem. Don't you stop being, because you need a support system. You got to have somebody outside of your mama. You need friends too. This is a good step, so I'm not going to beat you up too bad. And I liked her little outfit too. Her outfit was cute. She lost quite a bit of weight. I think that the outfit was really cute. I like the little pocketbook that she had. I like the shirt. The shirt was really, really nice. It was flattering. It fit really nice. Her arms are slimming down. I mean, she still got to work on it, but you remember how big and burly her arms was before in her old vlogs, because everybody used to talk about it. I think the wig looks nice. Her makeup is nice. I think the shorts and everything was nice. I liked her shoes. It's nice. It wasn't too much. She showed just enough cleavage, but it wasn't too much. She left enough to the point where, for the imagination, you always got to leave something to the imagination. This generation now just shows everything. They let everything hang out. And I like the fact that she just, had her little shoes in there. It was cute. It was cute. I give her that. It was cute. But yeah, she seemed really, really happy. She seemed happy. I'm glad that the date went well, but I just want you to exercise your options, and men exercise their options, and I want you to do the same. Don't just stop at the first man who come and smile in your face and invite you out. Keep working on yourself and carry yourself a certain way and look a certain way and make them come up to your level. You want to level up. You don't want to attract nobody like Chris. No fat sloppy. He fat and sloppy. He had big teeth, bald head, big hips, a big booty. He looked like he stank breath and body. Looked like his drawers, like he got skid marks and everything. He just looked funky looking to me. You want somebody better than him. Even with your 5 kids, I feel like you can get somebody a little bit better than him. You just got to work on yourself a little bit. Even if you have to go to therapy, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Go to therapy if you have to. You work on yourself from the inside out. Work on your skin. Work on your body. Work on your mental health. Work on everything. You want somebody that they got to come up so high that they have to meet your standards. You don't want to lower yourself for nobody, and you don't dig in your pocket for nothing. If he offered you to take you out, you don't pay for nothing. You understand? You keep your money. You ain't got no money. Every time, even if he come to you with a sad sob story, he need to get his car fixed. Oh, my bad. You know what? I'm sorry. I just paid my rent. I ain't got it. If you come to, you know what, I need money to pay my bad, I just paid my rent. I ain't got it. I ain't got it to give you. Don't never have it. Never. Anytime they try to ask you for, I don't care if it's $10, you ain't got it. Make him give you. Okay? I don't want to see you up here boo-hooing and crying. I don't want you going through that no more. I'm happy. I want you to stay right here. But I noticed one thing about you, and the reason why I'm coming at you the way that I am is because I know how you are, Jasmine. I know that you was doing good before you met Chris. You had a nice 2-bedroom apartment. The house that you in is nice, even though I know you can't afford to stay there. But you're holding it down to the best of your ability, and I got to give you that. Even though you be up here begging and stuff, But you got to get some other means of income. That's what I'm trying to tell you, to go and try to see if you can get a sponsorship with Shane. They'll pay you a little bit. You got to get back up on your sponsorship tip. I noticed you haven't been doing no sponsorships lately. You got to get back in your bag. Don't get distracted. Stay focused. Okay? Well, that will be all for today's reaction video of my jazzy life going on a date with a mysterious man. Thank you for listening. I love you all and be blessed. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe to my channel because those things to push videos through the YouTube algorithm. And leave a comment in the comment section telling me how you feel about Jasmine going out on a date with this mystery man. Do y'all think that she's going to ever show the mystery man to us? Do you think that this is a skit? Do you think she's trying to make Chris jealous and get his attention? Or do you think she really, really, really went out? I think she really went out. She put a lot of effort into herself. I think she did. And she looked really, really happy. I think she did. Well, that will be all. Thank you for listening. I love you all. Good evening and be blessed.